Good morning, everyone. I have my market update that I'm gonna bring to you guys at 7:30, but I thought I'd jump on just 1 minute early so that everybody can get that alert. And just a forewarning, I've not had all of my coffee yet, so if numbers and not enough coffee can be bad sometimes, but we'll do the best we can. Um, Also, just fun fact, if anyone is ever curious about why there are numbers typically when you see a real estate agent's name in Mississippi, Mississippi takes a very serious customer consumer see no coffee uh, being aware. So that is our office phone number. So if you ever see that, that's what that is. So we'll go ahead and jump in. One thing I do want to point out, so this is obviously January, happy 2023. And so every month when we do the market report, it's going to be based on the prior month. So these are going to be December's numbers because obviously January's numbers have not been finalized yet because we still got lots going on. So I really like these market reports. I do run other ones also if you ever want one. This is going to be multiple counties, which we will look at that when I pull that up in a second. But I can always send one specific to your county, your city, or your house, your neighborhood. So if you ever want something more specific, just let me know. But for now, this is actually provided by MLS United. That's our MLS. And as you can see here, it covers, multiple counties that are in our MLS system. So this is where all of the real estate agents and brokers share our listing information so that we can make sure that everyone has all the options that are out there. So this is December 2022. And how it'll work in each category, we're going to look at the numbers for the previous month, so obviously November, and the 12-month average, and then December of 2021. So a lot changed this year. Or I should say last year, with the market. Of course, interest rates went up towards the end of the year, and that substantially and drastically changed our market almost overnight. So some of these numbers will be interesting to look at, kind of looking at the whole year combined. So first, we'll look at the number of sales. So for December 2022, and you'll see this is for down at the bottom, Hancock, Harrison, Jackson, George, Greenstone, and Pearl River County. Okay, so this is again a very broad, like the whole southern coastal Mississippi, and then there's other, like I said, we can get more specific though. Anytime that you guys want, if you just let me know, I can do a one-on-one, or I can email it to you. I can jump on a live if you want something more specific. However, I do like this because it gives us enough numbers that we have kind of a broad idea of kind of what's going on, not in the super hyper local market, but not in the national market, because we can't compare ourselves to other states have things going on that we don't. So number of sales. So December 2022, we had 450 sales. So this would be actually like closings. And the previous month we had 488. Still, pretty strong. December is not typically as a bad month for us. We have less transactions, but a lot of people are trying to get into that house before Christmas. So we see November and then December. But as you can see, definitely trending downwards towards the end of the year. Of course, there was a lot going on in the economy and holidays and some uncertainty. So we went from December of 20. When I say last year, guys, I mean 2021, the year before. Okay, so December 2021, you'll see 709. So that is a substantial difference. And then over the course of the year, we averaged 609 per month. But December, it was for no, 488 to 450. So we did trend downwards. I do expect, just based on the feel of the market and the activity, that we will see that start trending upward again this month. The sales price was very interesting. So a lot of people kind of speculated that we would see definitely a downward trend in 2022. And we really didn't. So the December of 2021, our average sales price was a little under 224. And then the following year, as you can see, even with the market changes and slowing down, that is up from 220, just under 224 to a little over 243. So that was up 3% year over year. The 12-month average, it was slightly down, but when you consider how hyped the market was at the beginning of the year, that's actually super, super steady and consistent. And then November, we trended down just a little bit from November. I don't usually like to base things on 1 month, but I will say just personally, it did kind of trend. Activity was definitely a little lower in December than in November. Average days on the market. So December, we had 39 days. And so when we look at the last year, 2021 was a little bit lower. It was a little bit higher than November, but the 12-month average was 29. Okay, 39 is more than 29, right? However, that's still crazy. 29 is like mind blowing because, I mean, typically for a house to come on the market and go through the process, I mean, 29 is still incredibly low. 39 is still incredibly low. However, we were up, a little bit over year over year, 8%. So market has definitely not typically. Now, sometimes we are getting houses come on the market, multiple offers, and under contract in a day. However, we're not seeing as much of that as we did before. This is really kind of where you start to see where the market could be heading is going to be your active homes on the market. Again, don't want to base this off December or 1 month. However, you will see that in December of 2021, we had 1,106. And again, if we go back up to the top, 709 sold, which is, I mean, unheard of that you would have, 1,106 and 709 sold. The average was 1,267. Previous month was 1,611. So actually we did, some of that inventory did sell. I think a lot of times December, sometimes people want to wait until the first of the year. So I expect that to kind of come up as well as the number of sales in January. But 1,507, guys, like we definitely still have an inventory shortage. So basically what we look at is kind of the absorption rate. So if, how many months, if we were selling 450 homes a month and no new homes came on the market, we have 1,507, then, we would, don't make me math right now, but we would run out of inventory in just a few months, which means even with number of sales being down, we're definitely still in what would be considered a seller's market as far as the absorption goes. However, we are definitely, because there's the number of sales have dropped, so it kind of feels a little bit kind of like a buyer's market. So it's a weird kind of hybrid thing, but definitely a good time to buy if you're looking, for the right house for you and for what your needs are. And sometimes we're actually seeing some really good deals come, and they usually go pretty quick, so you would have your ducks in a row. But we do have that, and starting to see some foreclosures come on the market. So some of those have promotional financing. So our numbers are looking really good. And just anytime that I mention foreclosures, I'll probably always put a plug in here. If you know of anyone that is potentially facing foreclosure, definitely if they reach out to me, I can connect them with some resources and give them some information. as well. Definitely don't want anyone to be in that situation. And then I think what we're going to see this year is really just kind of the market stabilizing. I don't think we're going to see, the only exception if interest rates jump way down, we may start seeing more of those multiple offers and things going super quickly. Right now, though, I mean, if it's a good time for you personally to buy or sell, it's definitely, a good time. So, anyway, if you have any questions, definitely give me a call and we can talk or send me a private message, and I will be back.